My name is Adeshinori. I run a small fashion studio called Tiwani. Tiwani basically came up from the idea of using African products to create things we can wear for ourselves. I'm here today to teach you how to make basic things you can wear, add to your accessories and wear out. And I will start with materials I'm going to use. You can get any type of Ankara material as long as you like the material. Once you get the Ankara material, between a yard and two, it's okay to make whatever you want to make. Another important material that is going to be used for neck piece is called wadding. Then when you go to the market, you have to be careful of the type of wadding you buy. You have to buy wadding without glue, and it's really very cheap. Then I have beads as well. These are called wooden beads. They are big size wooden beads. We would also be wrapping them. I will call them Ankara beads. We have slippers here. We're also going to wrap the slippers to beautify it so you can wear around your neighborhood. We have ribbons that you use while you are making the neck piece. This is glue, wool glue. We have thread, needle, blade. And something I didn't mention earlier, we're also going to make hair combs that you can use for your children, even for yourself. If you don't have your hair made, you can just easily clip to your hair. And we also have Ali's band. Now, the first thing we're going to do is basically we're going to make bottleneck pieces Ankara, and we're going to use buttons like this. And the buttons we are going to make them using this particular button machine. It's called press button machine. And of course the hot glue, and this is the hot glue machine. So the first thing I will start with is to cut the Ankara material. And because we are doing different things and I have to get different shapes, I'm going to fold this material to the tiniest bits as I can. And I also avoid wasting material. So you fold the Ankara material to avoid waste, as tiny as you want. And you cut a circle. Take your scissors, cut a circle. It might not actually be a perfect circle, but it has to be at least close to perfect. So I cut. Sometimes while cutting, materials can be very slippery. Now this button size is size 44. There are different sizes in the market depending on the size you want to make it your neck piece. Now this is the press button machine, and this is called press button dice as well. Be careful of the part you use. You have to make sure the right part is being covered here like this. You cover up the button. And then we press. This is the button. Just pressed already. The next thing we'll do is I'm going to make plenty of this, about 40 pieces of this. So what we'll just do is just cut the back part. Make sure it's very flat, and that's all. We're making more pieces of that. We have the buttons ready, so we're going to make the Ankara button neck piece. I'm going to use our wadding. Remember, I said that we have to get wadding without gum. That's the best one for us to use. Then you fold your wadding. You fold it. We already have a paper cut out for our neck. Paper is basically the shape we want the Ankara neck piece to look like. And this is the shape already, so this is what it's going to look like. So So I'm going to trace the paper on the wording. I remember I said when we go to the market, we should get wording that doesn't have it without gum. So we pin it down with office pin or anything you can use to improvise. I'm going to cut 2 of this because we're going to cover the back as well to have a neat job. Then we'll just do the same thing we did. Place it, use your pins, and then we cut. Now we have the 2 cutouts. And just trace. I'm actually going to cut another one. Don't forget to pin, because if you don't pin while cutting, you can make a mistake. So pin. Then we have 2 wordings already. Like I said, you can just trim to make sure you have a neat cut. Then we place the buttons just to know how it will look like before we start to glue. So by the time we're through, we're going to look like this. So I'm just going to remove all this, and then I'm going to add my glue to it. Take the back of the button and you add your glue to it. Add your glue and then you place it. Keep adding the glue to the back of the button. Then you have to set it. You notice initially I said with 1. Now I'm going to move to 2. Add 2 beside it. Then we keep doing that till we get to the other end of the wording. And that's the last one. Now the reason why we didn't use the wool glue is because the hot glue is actually stronger. That's why we didn't use it. So now we're going to do, you can see this is what it looks like already. So we're going to cover the back. Now we're going to take our ribbon. And you take your tape rule. You measure between 7 and 8 inches. But I'll be measuring 8 inches. And of course we'll be cutting 2 sides of the ribbon. This is the right side of the ribbon. So just take a little part of it. You can place it to measure what it looks like, what it will look like. A little part of it. Then you add your hot glue. As I said, that the hot glue is really strong, stronger than the glue. Just a little. Then you place behind. You don't need to press too much. Even the glue is really hot. So you don't need to press too much to cut yourself. Then you also measure the other parts of the ribbon. And then you also add not glue to it. You glue. But because we don't want the public to see this space, you have to cover it to make sure it's a neat job. Then we'll take the other part of the wording. Remember we cut 2 parts out of the wording. So we'll take the other part to cover. We'll also use the hot glue. You can see it, you can see the steaming hot already. You add the hot glue till you get to the very end. Here we are. So I'll just tie it there. The Ankara button neck piece is ready. You can wear it anywhere, parties, ceremonies.